Now, hey everybody, welcome to Cat's Creations live on a Friday night where we have officially hit 10,000 followers. I am super excited. So in just 2 years, I've managed with the help of you all to have 10,000 people that like what we share and what we do. So tonight we're gonna make an incredible, probably the largest wreath that I've ever made. I'm thinking. We had one outside, so I'm thinking 36-inch in diameter. I don't know.
We've done a bigger one for Halloween.
Yeah, so this one I think is about 48 inches long. So this is actually a gift that I am making for a friend of mine who hopefully I'll be gifting this to her very soon because we're going to be gone for the weekend, so I can't really gift it to her this weekend. But we're doing a Nutcracker Wreath. So he comes in a 4-piece kit. You've got the heads, you've got the arms, and then you have the lower half of the body. So we're gonna create a really pretty base for him. We're gonna be incorporating the ribbon bow that we made when I did a bow class. So he's actually gonna have a bow on. We're gonna incorporate some deco mesh base for him. And then I'm gonna need your help once we assemble the Nutcracker to decide what sign looks best on the wreath. So we're not sure if we want to go eat, drink, and be merry round, or we want to do eat, drink, and be merry square. So once we finish it, we'll look at that and then we'll decide what you guys think is best. And then technically this is like you guys and I are creating this incredible gift. So in addition to that, I did mention that we were going to be doing some big giveaways tonight. We are doing, I think, a total of 10 items that are going to be given away randomly between now and the very end of our broadcast. So you do have to be present because those are going to be given away at random points. And then we'll announce all the winners at the end like we did for, I don't know.
The last giveaway we did.
The last giveaway we did. So then we'll tell you who has won and what you need to do in order to claim your prize. So let me go over the prizes tonight. We are giving away 5 personalized mouse pads that you can have done to either reflect your name or your shop name on a mouse pad. We're doing 5 of those. We're doing a mystery sign giveaway, compliments of Jane's Front Door Decor. We are doing a 3-sign bundle package. So you get to go over to 3 Birds Nest Company and pick out any 3 signs that you would like, and we'll go ahead and get those shipped out to you. We are also giving away a 4 ribbon bundle pack, which will be you can choose the theme, like you want Christmas or you want fall or you want Halloween or whatever, but it'll be 2 2.5-inch rolls and then 2 1.5-inch rolls, and then those colors will all be complimentary. And then in addition to that, we're going to give away the pumpkin 3D wreath behind me to a lucky winner. And then we're also doing the giant mystery box, mystery crate box, whatever. So the winner will have their choice of Halloween, fall, Christmas, or winter for the mystery box, and then that'll be shipped out. So you don't have to do anything except be present, because randomly during different times throughout our broadcast, Steve's going to be randomly picking people based off of comments at a random interval time frame, and then he'll announce the winners all at the end. So it's going to be relatively simple.
We have a mascot.
Bella, get down. Yes, you got to get down. No, you can't be in this one. Yes, I know, it's 10,000. No one ever sees Bella. So, okay. So, any questions you guys have before we start? We're going to create the wreath, and then at the very end, we'll tell you who won what and what you need to do to redeem it.
And you'll have to be here at the end to be able to redeem all your prizes, and we'll give away,
Yes.
we'll say who wins all the prizes at the end.
Yeah, I'll tell you what you won and how you need to do it, and then like for the sign thing, what you need to do to pick out your 3 signs, that type of thing. So, are we all good?
We're all good.
Okay, so we are starting, because I said I'm going big. This is my whole go big day. We're doing a 24-inch gold tinsel tie wire work frame as our base. And then we're gonna use this 21-inch. It's like a lime green and red. And the reason why I chose this color is I really want the green. Number one, it's on our sign, so if we did green and then put a green sign on top of it, it would wash it out completely. The fact that his jacket is red with gold accents, and then his leggings or his pants are green, that's gonna kind of tie all those colors in together. Then we're gonna add some ribbon. We'll put him in. You'll help me pick out the sign. We'll put the bow on, and then voila, it'll all be done. So we're poofing this one on a 21-inch, and we are going to run this all the way out because this is a thinner type of 21-inch deco mesh. It's not as thick as some of the ones we've worked with. It's still really good quality. So the first thing I do is I contain the end of my deco mesh, and I'm just going to take this and drop it below because it's easier to work that way. And I'm actually going to start on the inside. So I have a zip tie, and I'm going to take this and zip tie the beginning to the underside of my wreath frame, just like this. And this is how we are going to contain the mess while we go around and do poofs. And I'm leaving this set at a standard of 10-inch poofs. I think will be exactly what we're going to be poofing. So I am just going to take this, and the way that you can do a good poof method is being consistent on the size of your poofs, because if you're not, or if you space them too far apart, it starts to look like you're stretching it instead of poofing it. So you want it to kind of have these like little poof or bubbles. So you will see, all I'm doing is taking this, measuring 10-inch poofs, making sure my sides don't run underneath the poofs so that they're not folded, that we have good sized bubbles. So there's another 10. This should go fairly quickly because this is not as thick as like when we did that Jeep burlap.
Yeah.
That was really super thick.
Hi gals, for thanking all for joining the video. I see some first timers out there, so thank you for joining.
Yes, if you're a first timer, let us know. We try to get you hooked up to somebody fairly close, if possible, so you can become have your own wreathing community, or somebody to craft with, someone to shop with. So this one has 8 tinsel ties on the inside and 10 on the outside. So you'll see that this should, and I'm liking the gold. I picked the gold specifically for the accent because the ribbons are only accented with the gold. I'm not using any gold ribbon at all.
Awesome, thank you Kathleen. She said love that you're donating a wreath.
Yes.
As a cancer survivor, I think that's awesome.
Awesome.
That's awesome that you're a survivor, and thank you.
Most definitely. Like I said, she's one of my great friends. I actually met her at church. That's how I met her. Our daughters were friends before we were friends. And then she just came up and introduced herself to me at church one day, and I thought, wow, how cool is that? I don't know people, because it takes me a while, believe it or not, If you put me in a room with a whole bunch of people I don't know, I'm the wallflower. I'm the
Yeah.
person who doesn't want to talk to anybody.
She's an introvert until it comes to training
Yeah, and
or teaching.
then it comes out, right?
Yeah.
He knows me all too well. Family functions, I'm the person sitting down, just watching people. I love to people watch. Contrary to what I need to do. I think training pushed me out of my comfort zone. So,
Thank you, all you gals, for saying congratulations on the 10,000 mark.
yes.
It's a huge milestone.
It is. It's a huge milestone in Facebook world. Huge milestone. To think that
Yep.
a little over 2 years ago, I was just starting my Facebook page.
Daisy, yeah, these are 10-inch poofs. She usually always does 10-inch poofs.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yep.
and we'll zigzag this one because, like I said, it's so thin, and because this is an elevated work frame wreath. So, not only are we trying to cover the middle section that's got about a 2-inch elevation, we need to thicken this up and make it a lot more poofier for our Nutcracker's body. So this is all it's going to be. This is what's going to support his body. This is what's going to hold the bow, support the sign. So we're going big with him.
And these signs are from Three Birds Nest.
Yeah, the ones that I'm using today, yeah. I picked out the sign long before I purchased the Nutcracker. And then when I saw this sign, I was like, my neighbor down the street, she literally lives right down the street, probably, what, maybe 10 houses down.
Nah, maybe 7 or 8, yeah.
So, and she's a huge Nutcracker person.
Oh, she has like 1,000 probably.
Yeah. So if you go over to her house, they are everywhere during Christmas. So I thought, I made her a Nutcracker wreath last year. I just repurposed her old Costco wreath into something more user-friendly for her personality and her colors. So I thought, I know for a fact she does not have a giant Nutcracker wreath. She has giant nutcrackers that border either side of her door that are like outside decoration, but I thought this would add to her collection. So that's why we're making him. Plus he's super cute. He came as a kit from either Craft Outlet or the Wreath Shop, I'm not sure which. I think I ordered him at the same time I ordered the blue snowman. So if that's the case, I think it was the Wreath Shop.
The Nutcracker came from the Wreath Shop, just like she was talking about.
Yeah.
And
I don't remember how much he was.
Brenda said, love that mesh. Antoinette said, where did the frame come from? It came from actually Three Birds Nest as well through a
It
mystery
was in my
box.
mystery box. Yeah. So I walked out to grab a work frame wreath because I knew I wanted to incorporate the tinsel ties. So I just wasn't sure if I wanted to go red, gold, or green. And then when I saw this one and I knew it was much bigger, I was like, okay, this is the perfect work frame for this. So 24 inches, because I don't have to ship him. I just have to drive him down to her house and present her with him. So this will be fun. So it's getting poofier. So we will be zigzagging this and, like I said, running the deco mesh all the way out. Just because there's no point in keeping it. What little will be on the roll by the time we're done. So you see I'm constantly sticking my hands in the bubbles, fluffing the bubble up. I think I knocked what, ribbon down?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It got the best of me as I was coming around the corner. Because I'm trying to be consistent on my poofs so that they're 10 inches so that it stays pretty level. Even though their inner should be a little higher than the outer.
Kim said the gold and red is looking gorgeous. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you all for joining.
Do you guys have any questions at all that I can answer while I'm just going around and stuffing deco mesh inside a poof?
Phyllis, if you're using an iPad, try turning it horizontally.
Vertically.
Or vertically.
You can't turn it horizontally,
Yeah,
otherwise
try
the
turning it
comments-
vertically, then you probably will see your comments.
Yeah, it's weird. I think either Apple or Facebook did an update, so now if you turn your iPad horizontally, you don't see the comments.
Right.
So it's just a weird thing. Okay, so now I've met the other part of my frame. So I've finished the inner and the outer. So that's what it looks like. And we're gonna run the rest of this through the middle. And what that means is if you were to separate the inners from the outer, you have this space in between. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna zigzag the remainder of the mesh up and down to fill that section. Because honestly, there's not enough here to do half of a poof. So we're just gonna run this out and just use it all up. So knowing that we're at the bottom, we're gonna jump back up to the top. And I just go ahead and attach this to the existing deco mesh that's there. I don't open it and add it to the section.
Wilhelmine said she hasn't even opened up her mystery box yet.
What?
Right?
I'm like, I had to open mine. I was like a kid at Christmas. I was like, I need to see what's inside. So depending upon how spaced out your ties are and where they wind up, you can poof less than 10 inches. Like I kind of did right here. I think I did it about like 7, because it just drops pretty quick and then it goes right back up. So let me see, this is 10. Let's see what this looks like.
And gals, I apologize if I can't keep up with all the comments because they're coming in so rapidly, so just keep that in mind. Thank you.
Grant him some grace. Right?
Daisy, no, we did not waterproof the Nutcracker. You can spray it with waterproof, Rust-Oleum waterproof, or
she's gonna keep them inside.
Yeah.
Just strictly based on the fact that, and I was talking to Linda earlier from Three Birds Nest about how sad it is that in our neighborhood we can't have nice things. Like I can't do really nice porch swags and put them on my side lights to my garage door, because in our neighborhood it would just be picked clean. It would be like 5-finger discount clean.
Yeah, so Phyllis or gals who have an iPad, even if you turn it vertically, try swiping to the left or try swiping to the right.
Yeah, sometimes you turn them off by mistake.
Yep.
And that should bring it back.
And there's also, there might be something on the top right of your screen that says turn off comments or turn on comments.
And you can do it that way.
Yep.
So I'm trying to push the inner and the outer down to bring this back up.
Marie, yes, I can see your comments.
Okay. And I think this just makes for an overall fuller wreath.
Mm-hmm. Deborah, this is 21-inch deco mesh.
Poofed.
10-inch poof.
10-inch poofs.
Yep.
Yep.
How many ties were on the inside and outside? Do you remember?
Inside was 8. Outside was
10.
10. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yep. You just want to make sure you give them a good couple twists, because otherwise, when you go to pull it, and it's going sideways, I'm trying to, it wants to turn sideways on me and hang the wrong way.
I think this is a really good question.
What?
I think she's new.
Okay.
And that's something that we should probably do. She says, I have a question. Sorry if it's a dumb one. It's not.
No question.
But I'm a bit new to wreaths with mesh ribbon as far as terms and techniques. Is there a terms and techniques method chart somewhere that shows like what a ruffle is, a poof is, and other that goes over my head? So that'd be interesting if you made like a technique chart
I
that
can
had
do
a
that.
poof, a ruffle, a cruffle, all that.
And you know what? The amazing thing is I have somebody who's extraordinarily talented in software like that. He's not looking at me.
Are you talking about me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's really good at doing all that kind of stuff because he has to do it for work with all his diagrams and charts and stuff like that. I'm like, hey, if I put it together, can you translate this into a really nice document? That is a really great question.
Yeah, it is.
And we were going to do that. I think we're doing it in our private group, not maybe Monday. It's a class called All About That Base. So we're going to be talking about different bases.
It's all about that base.
And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about is how do you know which method to use. Like, for example, on this wreath, you could have gotten away with, I would think, just about anything except a curl. Like a continuous curl wreath.
Oh yeah, that'd be really
I
tough.
think that would just be, it would just look weird. Like you'd have all these coils projecting out of his body.
Yeah, that's too bad, Vilya. We could see that happening at our house too. She said she had a wreath that was stolen from her front door last year.
We zip tie ours
to
to our
ours,
security
but
door.
I'm sure that people could still even cut that off. But
They could, but I don't think they would come with those tools in mind because we have security cameras positioned outside, so if they're going to do it, it's kind of like the quick kind of thing.
yeah,
So, okay, I'm trying to see how much of this I actually have left. Can I get another poof in it before it needs to go on the inside?
Mary said, we're all smiling when Steve is saying, are you talking about me? I thought you were actually talking about Gail.
No, I was talking about you. I was like, that's your area of expertise, hun.
And thank you, gals, for applying to Phyllis and a couple other gals who were having
Asking
problems
questions?
about the comments. They can't
Yeah.
see the comments.
Okay, so I am pretty much done. So you'll see that what it did is it just made it much poofier, and
Yeah.
it really filled in all the areas, and really, because this was a fairly, if you look, it's fairly thin. So
That's all you have
then
left?
this is all I have left.
Perfect.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I bring it back to the inside, this little piece right here, and set zip tie again. I am just going to zip tie him, and I'll show you where it literally wound up exactly where I started. So let me cut this off.
Yeah, that wreath or that deco mesh has it's like a gold stripes in it, but when you turn it around colors, it actually looks green.
It's green.
It changes colors. It's green?
Yeah, it's green and
Oh.
red. Yeah.
Well, see from here, it looks like it changes colors to gold too.
Well, because you're seeing the gold tinsel ties.
No, but I'm looking at it too, so.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's just red and green. So literally that's all I had left. So that's being a wise steward of my materials. So I was able to use them all. And like I was saying, this is where I started. Can you zoom in?
I am zoomed in, yes.
Okay. So this is where I started and this is where I ended. So it allowed me to go zigzag just enough to wind up exactly where I started. So now we have a perfect place for his body to be built. And so let me cut off his little tag. The whole made in China, don't remove this tag kind of thing. And I am not going to be using the very top part of the wire. So I'm pulling the wire out because I see people do this all the time. They'll put their head in the center and then watch. So you have your arms, right? Here's your arms.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have his lower half of the body.
Mm-hmm.
But then it looks like
He looks like a midget.
his head.
He looks like a midget
his
with long
shoulders
legs.
are way up here. So you gotta move the head to the top. So I'm just gonna be using the side wires to secure him so that it's actually going to be, this is part of his jacket, which is why I took the wire out of the top part of the hat. So let me, it was all twisted. So let me undo these. There we go. So we're going to attach this directly to our frame. So I'm just going to take it down, and by adding the Nutcracker anyway, it's going to take up a lot of real estate. So even when I was cutting ribbons, I wasn't 100% sure how much ribbon am I going to need, because his head takes up space on the wreath, his arms take up space, the sign takes up space, the bow takes up space. So I'm like, how much ribbon am I really gonna use on this particular wreath? And his head's just gonna sit on the back of the door anyway. So he'll be positioned this way on the door.
Is the dress blue and black or brown and gold? I think you're talking about the head. It's
his head.
His head is black and gold.
With gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then his arms, we were like debating, should his arms hold the sign, or should his arms be like he would be if he was a Nutcracker, which is straight up and down.
Yeah, I think straight up and down.
And I think we were going with the whole straight up and down, but I don't want him to be a fat Nutcracker. Like, I don't want him way out here. And then he's got these skinny little legs. So it's like trying to keep these. We can do them here. So this is what he looks like, which I think is a little bit more like where he needs to be.
Yeah, probably have to be down a little bit more.
Yeah, because I have the bow is going to go here.
Yeah.
So I think, and his arms are bendable, so you can bend them any way you want. The wire goes all the way down into the hand. So this is just going to go down here. And so I'm going to take this.
Jessica said, I'm always intimidated by the price of those plush kits, but they're so cute. I actually think those plush kits are cheap.
They really are.
I mean, they're what, $25?
I want to say this one was like $19.95.
Yeah.
It just depends on what you get. Like the snowman, I want to say was $14.95. So, and this is going to make a huge wreath. Like if I was shipping this, I was telling Steve, I think between his head and his body, he's already at 36 inches, knowing that our work frame was already 24 inches. Then we added his head. Then we're adding his arms. So I'm just trying to wire his arms directly into the frame. And we'll come back in afterwards and...
Phyllis, yes, I do see your comments.
There we go. Because I don't want his beard to impact the sign. So far,
right.
There's his head. There's his arms.
Perfect, yeah.
Right, and then you've got his whole lower half, which is, you gotta undo the wire.
Of course, it hooks into the deco mesh.
It always does. Deco mesh just like really. We need to get that.
Yeah, Lagan said, I love that they're bendable. Yes, that always helps when they're bendable.
Yes. So she can do whatever she wants to him. She can make him hold something. She can put drumsticks in his hand. She can put a drum there if she wants. So his bottom half is going at the bottom half. But we need to make sure that it is in line with his face. Because we don't want his body, like his head, to be slightly off from where his lower half of his body should be. So we are just going to, I'm going to get it in, get it started on one end, and then it's easier to bend the other wires. Thank God there's a lot of wires now. And he's got wires all the way down to his feet.
So that's bendable too.
Except he just takes up a lot of space.
This is definitely the probably tallest one she's done as far as the characters and
Yes.
the pre-made kits. He's definitely tall, but that's what a Nutcracker is. They're supposed to be
Tall.
and skinny.
Right. Yeah. So I'm trying to find my frame so that I can position his belt and his body where it needs to go.
Susan, good questions. How would you ship if you were going to? Well, his legs you could actually bend all the way over.
Hold on, let me try this.
So she'll be able to tell you.
I'm trying to get his lower half situated and wired in so that, why does it look odd? Like, I'm looking at where his head,
off center just a touch?
he's off. Yeah, so let me just scoot him over. So this is why we don't wire them down and snip everything off until the tail end. So now we're just trying to take this off.
Lou, this is definitely one of the biggest ones she's done as far as the kits are concerned, yes.
Yeah, I mean, we've done the bear, we've done the snowman, we've done the deer. Haven't done the penguin yet.
There's a Diane that commented, "Congrats on reaching 10,000 followers. I've been watching you along with other crafters for a few months now. All are great, but I have to say I appreciate you above all for the generous teaching ability. Everything you make is absolutely beautiful. I find it intriguing that you and Steve work so well together. Not all the time.
That's very
My
true.
husband usually ignores my crafts without getting too personal. If you wouldn't mind telling us sometime how Steve happened to become so involved."
You can answer that question. How did you become so involved in what I do?
So believe it or not, 2 years ago, when you started following a couple of the crafters, right, online, watching their videos,
Yeah.
I just started kind of watching along with her and started commenting, and then she's all, "I really think I could do this," because she used to make wreaths. She's been making wreaths for years and years and years.
Just the evergreens and grapevines. Decor mesh was all new.
Yeah, so she started to make kind of wreaths and see how she was doing, and she started to sell them, and I started to help her with the wreaths. I was doing prep work and stuff. She started to help her,
Man, he's so
and it just kind of went from there. I mean, I don't really do that much. She still does all the wreath making. She does all the thoughts and how she's going to make wreaths and come up with the ideas. I'm just kind of the back cameraman. I help her when I can, cut ribbon, cut deco mesh, and clean up, stuff like that.
Yes, he's my, while I'm listing stuff on Etsy, he's reorganizing and putting stuff away, so he is my sous chef, I guess, if you would.
I'm like a sounding board and sous chef, yeah. She'll kind of run options and opinions through me, and I'll give her my opinion. Sometimes she'll take it, sometimes she won't.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, thanks for that. But a lot of times I'll be like, this just doesn't look right to me. Is it just me? Or if I'm creating something like this, and I'm like, look, he sits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so someone asked the question, how would you ship this? Just like this.
Yeah.
It would go in the box just like that, because there's no way you could put him in a box this big.
Will that head kind of go this way? Or?
Yeah, he can kind of fold down. So you could fold his head down and fold his legs up.
Yeah. Sign's going to be in the middle, so.
Yeah, but you could still fold his head down. I think he'll still be okay. But he is giant. I mean, look. This is how tall. He goes beyond the camera thing. So on a door, let's take this one down just to see what he looks like door size wise. Right now. Okay. And
Once you put the sign in, then.
yeah, his head won't dip forward. But I'm just like looking at his.
He's easily going to be about 4 feet tall.
Yeah, I mean, that's him in a nutshell. So that's what he's going to look like on the average size door once we finish. So he's probably just going to go inside, because she keeps all her real nice stuff inside. So here's where you guys get to help me. The bow, believe it or not, is actually going to go over his shoulder. So with the streamers kind of headed down this way. So because it has the nutcrackers and the streamers this way, so our bow's going to go up here. Actually, let me just go ahead and attach the bow to the inside, and then when I hold it up, you guys can help me decide what sign looks better. And this is what I would ask Steve. What sign do you think looks better? I mean, I like this, but what do you think? So, I'm just gonna wire this in. And believe it or not, the green ribbon here is an outdoor ribbon. So if she wanted to, she could put him on the outside. And we can just move all his ties where he needs to go.
Yes, Ligon, the legs are stuffed, and so are the arms, but they are bendable.
Yes. So literally he can do whatever, you know, he can pose whichever way you want him to pose.
Right.
So knowing this, so our bow's already done. Like I said, he was a bow that we did in our bow class. Use it. I think we did this one. Did we do this one on the bow dabber? Or did we do this one on the pro bow? Can't remember. I cannot remember. Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch my own video and figure that out.
On the bow dabber.
Okay.
Because the pro bow, you would have had you wouldn't have had the long tails on it.
Yes, you can, because we added those as an after effect. Okay, so this is where you guys get to help me. Do we add in, and I'll show you two different ways. Do we add in the square sign? Are you looking?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the square one, and his beard will come down. Or do we add, and I'll take the paper off, I just don't want to take it off until I know which one for sure. Or do we add the round one? Round or square?
Round or square, gals?
So you guys get to help me vote. Round or square? Thanks. So here's our square. You guys pick.
I'm thinking round.
Why?
When you put it up.
You put square before.
You're right, but when you put it up.
He always changes his mind.
So, okay, so I've got round, 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 square, round, 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 round.
Wow, it sounds like the sign or the song from the Smiths, right?
Yeah.
Round. Okay, so we're going round. So we're doing round. It's
yeah,
just
I mean,
different.
it's 99% round.
Yeah, it's just different. This one has more, like the words are bigger than the...
I think the round fills the gap, fills the area the better.
It does. Okay.
Oh, now it's great. Now there's a couple gals going square, square, square.
So we're doing round.
Hi, Mariana. My old high school friends on.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll do round. So I'm going to go ahead and take my metal hole punch pliers, which you can get on Amazon. You can also get them on, you can go to Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joann's. I think they're called jewelry hole punches there. So these are 1.5 millimeter. You can get them up to 2.5 millimeters. And I kind of just eyeball it. I never measure anything. Somebody had asked me that question once. They're like, do you take a ruler and measure? And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't know why I don't, but it's just an eyeball. And we're going to use green pipe cleaners. And
Peggy does say the square makes them look more like a nutcracker, but I don't know. When I saw that, I saw the round
I said square made them look it kept him very boxy, rectangle shaped. That's why I had to order the other one. She was like, you ordered the round one already. I'm like, I know, but I'm not sure if I want round or square. Or I could have gotten it rectangular, I think, too.
Yeah.
So we will.
A lot of guys are saying, yeah, the square will make it look more like his body.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And then round, it will kind of make it look like his body, too.
yeah.
He'll just be round instead of square. So I just want to make sure his beard does not get in the way of my sign. So I need to keep it kind of lower on his body. So we will go through the deco mesh.
Yeah, we don't use those mounted squares for the metal signs anymore.
No,
That's why she
after
does the
having
hole
them
punch.
popped off. Like I had one, it was a military wreath, and I put them on there pretty tight. And just from sitting in the weather, like as the temperatures were changing, one side popped off, and I was like, oh, I'm glad it happened here and not with the customer, because that would be a really bad thing. Okay, so we're going to kind of position it down, not too far down, but I don't want his beard to be in the way, because he has a long beard, although she could cut his beard and make him a little less fluffy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So see what I'm saying? I'm glad I did not cut a ton of ribbon for this, because normally I would cut enough to do the outside, but his arms are impacting a lot of real estate, his head is, his body, the other one. So I think I cut 4 of each color, and I'm popping that green back into some of this red to kind of bring that green back in. And then we have this 2.5 inch that I call, it's like a drum pattern. So this is what I immediately thought of when we pulled these, and these are 13.5 inch tails, because we went bigger on a lot of stuff. So what I'm going to do,
Cheryl said, cut his beard.
I know, I could totally trim his
You
beard.
could trim his beard.
I might trim his beard, make him a little shorter. So I'm going to take some of these and add these to the outside. Find my other, here it is.
Katie said, nothing wrong with a fat nutcracker. Maybe he got into the Christmas cookies.
He did.
He did.
He hasn't been dancing with the sugar plum fairy enough. He needs to work out a little bit more.
Thank you, Gordon and Susie. We didn't even say that. This
What's
is
that?
a public group, so please like and share.
Away.
Share
Yes.
away, yeah. Thank you all.
I think I just automatically assume that now.
The green ribbon does have a little bit of a plastic in it. So
It is an outdoor, yeah, you can hear it crackle.
yeah, it's an outdoor ribbon.
Yeah, it's made for outdoor. And you can hear that plastic, but it's wired.
Reagan Carter said, love the red ribbon. Twice said, you make it look so easy.
This one is super easy because the kit itself is occupying so much of the space.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like I said, you don't really want to, I think I looked on Pinterest to see had anyone else, you know, most people when you look up a nutcracker wreath, they just have like a nutcracker in the center.
Mm-hmm.
They don't actually make a huge nutcracker per se. So you know me, I'm like, want to push the boundaries.
Kim said, stunning, love the nutcracker. Thank you, Sandra, for sharing.
So you have to just keep
Thank you, Teresa, for sharing.
moving him around.
Thank you, Gordon and Susie.
We will push, trying to find my other.
Tonetta said he doesn't have his stepping watch on.
His what?
Like that stepping watch.
Oh, that's true. We can give him an
Nah.
We can give him one. Yeah, we'll put a Apple Watch on him.
Kathleen asked, where did you get the green ribbon from? We've had it.
This came from Shinoda.
Shinoda.
It's a
Okay.
wholesaler out here, and it's on a big, huge 50-foot spool. So I love it because it's velvet on one side, so that kind of lends to the whole thing of Well, it's not really weatherproof because you don't want to take velvet and put it outside, although some stores do carry that red velvet bow for the outside. So I'm just sitting here adding some ribbons, and we'll add some more so that we can really make him look nice. So I'm trying to find all my tinsel ties. And I won't put any down on his lower half of his body. We'll just leave that area alone.
Amy said, Katz, what's your favorite online store to shop at?
Craft Outlet,
Craft
probably.
Outlet, probably,
Because I can find most of what I want online. It gets to be frustrating because sometimes what I want may not be available at Craft Outlet, and then I have to go to the Wreath shop, and then you have to reconfigure everything because you're trying to get to a free shipping minimum. So let's see, I want to put...
Thank you, gals. They're all saying great color choices. It's awesome that you're donating this to your friend.
Absolutely. I love making wreaths for friends. I've done them for military funerals because I donate all of my supplies to the military families. Like, we work with Riverside National Cemetery out here in Riverside, and we do a lot of wreaths for them, for the families that sadly have to deal with that. It's one less thing I don't want them to have to contend with. So it's nice to kind of do some volunteer stuff.
Okay, just be careful. She said, I sprayed my wreath with clear coat matte spray to prevent fading. I live in the desert and it worked great. Just be careful because in a year from now,
it can turn yellow.
It could yellow. We've noticed some stuff like that. It could turn yellow. So just be aware.
So I'm just taking...
Barbara said he's awesome, Kat. I love how big he is. He is huge.
I feel like this is like Operation with a Nutcracker.
Like you're making your own Pinocchio.
Or something. Trying to get him up off the mat. So I'm just cutting a couple extra pieces, trying to pop the green back in to all this red, the right color green. And taking the green with the gold just kind of ties in his green with his gold trim. So, and then that's weird.
That is weird. Who's at the run? Who's at the door?
Who's at the door? We shall all see. I think it's UPS or FedEx. I can tell by the rumble of the trucks.
It's Mr. Box.
Oh, it's my boxes. I ordered boxes. That's how you can tell when you don't recall what you've ordered because you placed a box order eons ago. Boxes take forever. Please make sure, ladies, that if you haven't ordered boxes for stuff that is going to be shipping soon, for items that you may sell, that you get your boxes ordered because boxes seem to take forever to show up. I'm trying to find his little tinsel tie. So I can put this one right here on the inside. And then we'll fix his sign. There we go. And then we'll add another green to the bottom.
Hi, gals, just joining. Thank you, gals, for inviting other people and saying that they're on here. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Love that. Okay. This should be...
There's a Bobby McCroy, my friend. Hi, Bobby.
So where are you guys all joining us from? I'd love to hear where you guys are coming from. I heard that the East Coast is starting to get its almost winter weather.
Caitlin said, oh my God, your doorbell set my dog off. Sorry about that.
Right, I'm so
Twyla
sorry.
says, Kat, do you do craft shows?
used to.
We still probably would if we saw the right one. We used to do a bunch.
I do a lot for what is it? The quilters guilds up in the mountains.
Yeah.
But you've got to know your customer base, and so a lot of the places that I would end up doing craft shows for locally probably would not want to pay the prices that you would need to in order to recover your labor and your materials out. The 1.5 inch, I'm using a green lame and then a Christmas plaid on a diagonal. And these were, again, other ribbons that I had used originally in his bow. So I'm just bringing the colors of that bow back in.
And those are cut to what, 15?
These are cut to 16.
Oh, 16.
I had to. We went bigger. So I might end up, well, let's look at these. I might end up doing a double bow on this instead of just a single. And what I mean by double bow is, let me untwist this one, like this. A double bow is where you take your half bow and a half bow and you make your 2-inch loops and then you double them and then you put them in so that you have a true bow, and then you're just going to have like 4 separate little tails. So it just kind of makes for a fancier bow. And I think that he just needs the fancier approach.
Terry, yes, she does. She always works standing up.
Oh yeah.
It's easier for her to work that way.
I can't do it sitting down. I have tried. Steve is like, you need to sit down. You're like making me tired. But I like to stand. It just gives me countertop height, number 1, instead of having to reach across. So we're doing doubles. I'm going to do this one in here. There's so many different possibilities of what you could do on this Nutcracker. You could do flex tubing in a gold. Would look really super cute. So he would have like the gold, it would resemble like the gold braided chains. So we're just trying to flip his bow around to match.
William said, I can't do it standing. That's
Really?
funny because you can't do it sitting.
I can't do it sitting. No, I have to stand.
Zelia
So-
said, what's the best size box to ship? It just depends on the wreath.
On this one, ugh,
Yeah, this one would be tough.
This
That's why
one is
she's
really
doing
hard.
this as a
gift.
donation, as a gift.
Yeah, because this would just be a beast to ship. I would probably take it down to like an 18-inch work frame to give myself smaller dimensions, and I'd probably just downsize everything. I wouldn't go as big.
Yep. Kathy
But
Nab said the same thing. She can't sit down making a wreath. Everything seems to be harder sitting.
yeah.
Because you keep having to get up if something's
And
too far out of
you
your wreath.
lean. You're leaning and stretching, and for me, I have a really like high-end gel mat, so I'm just standing on like a memory foam mat, so it's all squishy. So it doesn't bother me. Even when I'm here at home by myself, I stand.
Yeah, Nancy, that's right. When you're standing, you do get a better view of what you're doing, too.
I'd have to stand up from time to time and look at it and go, does that really look right? Let me put it on the door. So I'm cutting some more because now I chose to double it just because I think it looks nicer. This would be the Jurassic Park spare no expense wreath, right? You're gonna go all out, go all in. So let me show you how to do your dovetails if you're a first timer. You're gonna always work with wired edge ribbons, because when the customer goes and takes this and puts it in a box, they're gonna wanna refluff it for the season. And it just makes it so much easier to take and put your fingers in the loopholes and pull and get them all fluffy. But to do your dovetail, you're going to put your wired edges together. Hopefully they're on the outside. And then you're going to cut from the folded side to the tip of your wired ribbon, which gives you the perfect dovetail. And then you can cheat and you can start doing like 2 or 3 at the same time. But I thought I would do that because sometimes I forget to do that too.
Denise said, but I need a higher table. I'm only 5'4".
See? But it's nice now because a lot of, I think Lowe's, I want to say Lowe's has one. Lowe's actually has a craft table. It's called a counter high craft table. And I remember seeing it at Lowe's one day and I was telling Steve, okay, if I didn't have our kitchen counter, this would be ideal. Because it's nice, it had like nice little racks in the side. So it's just a counter high one. Okay, so I'm just working on one side and just filling all those places where I put my ribbon. So I'm just filling.
Hi gals, just joining.
And
Tana says I'm only 5'1".
Really?
Gail said, yeah, you can get 4 bed risers to put under the legs of a table.
Yes.
We've used a folding table and have put
With these.
yeah, the 10-inch
Yeah, I use the 10-inch ones, and then you can pop those underneath the little
legs.
leg posts, and then you just give yourself a 10-inch riser.
Yep.
Which is what we do when we do the like the mantle. When we do a live mantle thing, I bring out my craft table and I just pop 4 of those on my table legs, and it's perfect height.
Sandra Secret says, you two have me beat. I'm only 4'11".
Oh, jeez. Nope.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have that problem.
No, you're 6'3". So he gets the, hey, can you get that down for me? I can't quite reach that.
What?
Request. What?
Lindy just said earthquake. I didn't feel one.
Unless it's out in Palm Desert.
Yeah, maybe.
We would feel it.
We didn't feel it, Lindy.
Okay, I need diagnosis. How big? Where was it? I was reading though that they're saying there's an active fault line out here now that is starting to have, because of all the ridge crest earthquakes, it's kind of triggering that fault line now. And I was like, please, please, please. I really hate earthquakes.
Lindy said it was loud, so it must have been a shaker, not a roller.
That means it must have been closer to you than it was to us, because Lindy lives, how far would you say?
Palm Desert?
Hour and a half?
She's
from
about
us?
90 to 100 miles away from us, yeah.
Yeah. She lives what's called down the hill and then out to the desert on the east. I'm waiting for that to become one of my Facebook Lives. That would just be one for YouTube, right?
Thank you, gals. Thank you, Ellen. Said bless your page.
Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Share and like. Thank you all you gals for staying on.
I am almost done. I'm just gonna work the ribbons to the other side. I'm just making sure everything looks fine. And I'll try to get photos from Nikki. I'll tell her, I need a picture. It has to go on our website because our group collectively did this for you. So.
And this is a surprise for her. She does not know it's coming.
Nope, but then she also has the YouTube video where she'll have this forever.
Donetta asked, so are you putting the red bows on the green and vice versa?
Yes.
Yes.
So if you see right here, I've added like the red Christmas plaid to the green, and I've added the green to that drum print. So I'm just going around because, like I said, I did not know. Originally I was just going to do single half bows, but I'm going to pop it. So I need 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I need 6 of these. And yes, I'm extraordinarily anal. I have one of the ribbon cutters where you can measure your ribbons and wrap it around and cut them pretty quick. But
Gail said it's the size of a small child.
it is.
Yeah,
it's 40.
probably 4
I
foot.
want to say it's about 48 inches. So I need 2 more of these, and then 2 lame.
Andrea, that'd be awesome. She said, I took the idea of a furry monster and made a winter one since using white fur.
Ooh, that's
yeah,
pretty.
send a picture on her
Post it to
on
my
the Cat's
page.
Creations.
Yeah, just post it to my page and
Yeah.
be like, hey, this is the wreath I was telling you about.
I
So
think
is it like
Trisha-
an abominable snowman?
I think Trisha earlier commented, asked if you saw her picture of a wreath she just posted.
I have not, if it has been any time between 3 and now. I have been prepping and getting everything ready, except for knowing exactly how many ribbons, because I've never done it before. But private group people, you guys will have all the materials list for this, including all the SKU numbers and links. So if you want to make one, this would be something I would make for a craft show, because I would not want to ship it. So these types of items.
Thank you, Deanna. Deanna Mustachio said, she said it was only it was a 3.3, but it was 7 miles from Palm Springs, so that's why they felt it so
Yeah,
close.
closer to Lindy.
Yeah.
We're, like Steve says, close to 100 miles from here. It would have just been like that for us. Probably for Lindy, yeah. I hate the ones that are loud. Those are the ones that really upset me. Because then I just immediately go into prayer mode and I'm like, please Lord, please Lord, please Lord, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop.
Melody said, I'm obsessed with nutcrackers. I have about 40 that I've
You have?
collected since my kids were little. That's awesome.
Okay.
I love this. I still want to make this for my home.
Yes.
Our friend who we're donating and giving this to probably has hundreds and hundreds of nutcrackers.
Yeah. So it takes her a couple days to pull them all out and then to get them all ready to be on display.
Donna asked, how much would you sell this wreath for?
Okay. Without knowing how much I paid for the kit, this one would probably, no shipping, right? Because I hate doing the shipping thing. I would not even know what this weighs and what size box. Without shipping, I'd probably do this one at like $149, $150, believe it or not. Because he's so big and there's so much stuff. Yeah, easily. I think I saw these with the kits. People were selling them for like $239, and I'm just like,
Donna said this would make a showstopper at a craft vendor fair.
it really would. This would be fun. This would be good for a good donation. Like, I would love to make one of these for somebody who's doing a big, huge raffle, because you would think this would generate a lot of money for people doing I don't know, some sort of a fundraiser. It would just be fun. It'd be fun to do it because it'd be fun. 2 more, and then I have my green lame, and then we're done. So yeah, we've used a lot of ribbon, the deca mesh, the nutcracker. Is Gail on?
Gail's on.
Gail, can you research how much the nutcracker kit was? She's like, hold on. 1 moment, please.
Yep.
I don't even know if he's still available, because
Earlier-
I purchased this back in the summer, knowing I was going to be doing this year. When I saw him, I was like, oh, we have to do a nutcracker. We've never done one.
Yeah. Kathy, you could hang it on the door, but I think this would be more for indoors.
Yeah, just because he's a plush.
Yeah.
So unless you have we have a really huge long covered walkway, this would do okay because it's not subject to the weather. So look, he can even cross his legs like a gentleman. Okay,
But nutcrackers don't cross their legs.
this one is. It is. Okay, So there's 10. Here we go. 36. Right to here.
Mary said you can hear it in your voice how much you love what you do. Yes, she really does.
I really do. When it's just a happy design like this, how could you not be happy? You know? I love making them.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, when I went and was researching the wreaths, there's not that many of these with the giant kits. Most of them are just, like I said, with a wooden nutcracker in the center. No signs. Just a nutcracker. And I think there was only 2 that had these.
Yeah.
So, again, we're just doing doubles.
Antoinette, the 1.5-inch ribbon is cut to 16 inches.
Yes.
And 2.5 inches was probably then cut to 14?
13 and a half.
13 and a half.
Yeah, I did 13 and a half.
13 and a half? Oh, but you could go 13 or 14.
You could go 13 or 14. Yeah, because if you look, I mean, this is it at 13. You could probably take this to 14 and just have it come out just a little bit more.
So here you go. Gail said the 4-piece plush nutcracker is $22.95 on the Wreath shop.
There you go.
That's a great price.
It really is. Thank you, Gail.
For how big this thing is, that's a good price.
Yeah. And it's well made. Like I said, just the stitching, the fact that it's wired all the way down. I mean, I've seen some not so nice wreath kits put together.
Yep.
So.
But the Wreath shop has is it the $75 minimum order? 79.
I think it's 79 now.
Yeah,
They keep
so just be
changing
aware
it.
of that.
But he's all done. So we'll put him up on the door. And
That's awesome, Jane. Jane said you're the reason I got started making them.
aww.
Katie said he's so adorable. He'd be cute sitting on a mantle securing the wreath.
Yeah, he would. Let me move all this stuff around.
Yeah, he's easily 4 foot.
Oh yeah. So I will take pictures because it'll probably be the only one.
And you could bend his arms in.
Yeah, you could easily do that if you wanted to bring them in. You can even have this go under. See, he can cross his legs. Just like so. And who knows what she'll do or how she'll pose him.
Mm-hmm. Denise said he has such a face. He does have a really good face.
And he's got blue eyes, and like I said, everything is just nicely done from like the corded gold piece at the top.
Like I said, Cat might trim his beard a little bit.
I'm taking off the little piece right here from the bow. Yeah, we could, huh?
And then brush his thing down.
Yeah. There we go. His teeth are so weird looking.
There you go.
Few dots, I can fluff him. So what do you guys think? Like, love, hate?
Like, OMG, Nutcracker's legs looks better straight. Yeah, I think they look better straight
I
too.
know. But he's very posable, so she can do what she needs to do
Yeah.
for him. But yeah, he turned out really super cute. See, I would probably buy another kit just to keep on hand when somebody asks. And so there was somebody in our group that wanted to know how to spiral your tails. And I was telling her all you have to do is just roll them like this. So you're going to roll them up as high as you want them to go. And you're going to take your end and you're going to pull it. And that's how you get your spirals. And if you want it a little tighter, then you can just sit here and make little spirals.
But I said I love watching you, hoping I get my interest back in making them. In a slump, I guess. You're so encouraging.
Just do it. It makes people happy. It's like we are a different breed because you know how people are that deliver flowers? I mean, They generally don't make people cry when they show up at their front door with flower deliveries. So we are that to our customers when we deliver a great quality product. I'm gonna kind of tuck that one behind. So we make them happy by what we create for them to put in their home that makes them happy. So yeah, he's all done. He is all ready. So he will be delivered as soon as I find out when they get back from their cruise. I think they're back, but we'll be gone.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be sometime next week. But do you guys think he came out okay?
Oh yeah, I think he's amazing. He's huge.
He's very huge. Yeah, see, this is the ribbon from Shanetta, so it is plastic backed. So, okay. Are we ready to do our giveaway?
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you. Okay, Shanetta for this. Sam's Club for the diagonal Christmas plaid. Craft Outlet for the green lame 1.5 inch. For the drum ribbon, this came from Gordon's. So this was from, I don't know, a year and a half ago. So I don't know if they, I think Gordon's is trying to come back. But
that
they're,
was from Christina.
Yeah, Christina picked that up. The Nutcracker ribbon came from Craft Outlet. So it comes in green background or cream. And then I almost added this Merry Christmas black and white ribbon to that, but this was Sam's as well.
Yeah, but the Nutcracker ribbon is so cute.
It is. It added just enough to kind of tie it all together.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you gonna tell me who won what?
Yep.
Okay. Did you fill everything out?
I filled everything out, so I would just hand it to you.
Or you can come up here and read it.
Or I could just hand it to you.
Or you can just hand it to me. I think that's Steve's way of saying I don't want to be on camera. So, yeah. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Okay, I'm looking. All right. So you guys set. You guys need to, when I announce your name, just message me or you can email me. So my email address is catscreations777@gmail.com. And let me know your shipping address and for the mouse pad people, what do you want on your mouse pad? Like the picture that Linda sent me says like Cat's craft room. You can have it that way. It's like a whole little craft room kind of cartoon. So I'm going to do the 5 mouse pad people. So those of you that are winning a personalized mouse pad, message me or email me with what you want on the mouse pad, as well as your shipping address. So mouse pad people, Kathleen Ditello, you won a personalized mouse pad. So just let me know what you want on your mouse pad, and we'll send that out to you, as well as your shipping address. Wilhelmine Porter is also a mouse pad. Tell me what you want and where I need to ship it. Deb Dougherty, mouse pad, personalized. What's on it?
I'm typing it too.
Oh, then I'm gonna go really slow.
Okay, go ahead.
The 4th mouse pad goes to Jessica Morley, I believe. That's what you wrote.
Yep.
What do you want on your mouse pad and where do I need to ship it? And then the 5th mouse pad is Katie Miller. What goes on your mouse pad and where do you want it sent? The person who's winning the 4 ribbon roll bundles, I need you to message me what theme, like Christmas, fall, Halloween, what type of ribbon theme would you like, so that we can kind of coordinate what you would prefer. You're going to get 2 2.5 inch rolls and then 2 1.5 inch rolls, and where I need to ship it to. So theme and where it needs to go to. Barbara Snowden, you won the 4 ribbon bundle. Just tell me what your theme is and where I need to ship it. the 3 sign bundle. This winner needs to go on to 3 Birds Nest Co. on Etsy. So it's 3 like the word 3, not the number 3. All smushed together, 3birdsnestco.com. Pick out your 3 signs. Message me with the sign name, the sign size, and where do I need to ship it. You can pick out any 3 signs from the signs that they have available on their website. And that goes to, is it Lejean M. Ellis?
How do you spell it? Lagean?
Lagean M as in Michael Ellis. You won the 3 sign bundle. So go to their Etsy shop, pick out your 3, give me the names and the sizes and where it needs to get shipped. And then the mystery sign for Jane's front door decor, that I just need you to email me or message me with where I need to ship it to. Jane's picking that out specifically for you, and that goes to Nissey, Nissey Jones.
Okay, hold on a second.
Okay.
Nissey Jones, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then for the pumpkin wreath on the back cabinet door, that is, I just need you to message me where I need to ship it to. That's going to Caitlin Craig. So it's Katelyn, and then it's Craig. You won the pumpkin wreath, so that's going to get shipped out to you. And then lastly, the person who won the mystery box package, so this is valued at $65. You need to message me and let me know, do you want fall, Halloween, winter, or Christmas theme? You get your choice, and where I need to ship it to. And that is going to Denise Warmack. So Warmack. Email me either at catscreations777@gmail.com, or you can just hit the Facebook Messenger and then let me know what you guys want. Thank you for hanging in there with us, letting us make the wreath, the Nutcracker Wreath. Hopefully you guys found that enjoyable. Do you guys have any questions at all? Private group, we're meeting Sunday at 5. We're making a beach Christmas wreath. And then on Monday at 5, we're doing the base. So like what that one follower had asked. We're covering ruffles, covering cruffles, covering curls, covering poofs, covering everything. We're just going to work on bases and then looking at them and then having that as a way of being able to determine if you were doing a nutcracker, what wreath method would you automatically just gravitate towards. So I think that's about it.
Congratulations, all the winners. Make sure you PM or email Kat.
Absolutely. Thank you guys again for following me the last 2 years. Hopefully we've tried to kind of keep it interesting. We don't duplicate any of our designs, so we try to keep you guys busy with new designs. And
plug for your private group.
Plug for my private group. If you want to join my private group, it's $17 a month. We meet on Sunday night and Monday nights at 5 p.m. California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. If you are unable to make it, they are automatically recorded in the library. You have access to those videos for as long as you are a current member. You get materials lists. You get discounts to Jane's Front Door Decor or 3 Birds Nest for any of your items, as well as a great community that is just an amazing part to be with for as long as we've all been together. So if you want to sign up, you go to Cats Creations N, the letter N, as in NancyMoore.com. Scroll all the way to the bottom, go past all the wreaths, and then you'll see Cats Creations private group. There's a place where you can read about all the benefits, how to sign up, and then you'll request to join the Facebook group, and then we'll get you in, and you have my whole 2 years worth of tutorials to view and watch at your leisure. And I think that's it.
Yep.
as he continues to type. Okay, any other questions?
That's it. They're all saying you're a great teacher. Everyone have another wonderful night. They're all saying congratulations to all the winners. They
Yes.
said they love it, and they actually said that they think we should videotape giving it to her.
I have to make sure she's okay with that
Yeah.
first, because she will probably get really emotional.
Yeah.
So, the best I might be able to do is like, I give it to her and then she gets over the whole, I would love to do the whole surprise thing, but I just got to be sensitive to that. So,
Yeah.
I will definitely include the photo so you guys can see.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, everyone, have a great weekend. Private group, I'll see you on Sunday. And thanks for joining me. Congratulations, all the winners. Bye-bye.